Hello, hello, good morning. Happy Sunday morning. I was trying to talk about this earlier. This is High Priestess Jamila. I was trying to talk about this earlier, but I was kind of not in the headspace for it. I really wasn't. But now I'm back to talk more about the church and how the church is destroying um, minds every single day. It's like a virus. It's destroying men, women, and children. I whenever I feel that it's necessary, I come on here and I talk about this, especially when you think about some of the things that us women have been through. The whole consensus of even if we know that you are capable of surviving and taking care of yourself, we're going to make it harder. We don't want any woman to make it in this life unless she has a man and those types of things. Religion, in my opinion, is fascism. I think that all of the isms came from religion, all the way down to of course, all of the evils in the world came from religion, in my opinion. I believe that the evils that we have in this world um, are they are exacerbated by religion. Okay, so for example, the relationship between men and women. I have talked about this several times before. It looks like I'm going to have to talk about it again. So, the reason why I say that the church, as well as the Bible, destroys minds is because if you teach a person entitlement to another person, this can be extremely dangerous. Extremely dangerous. When you put, I think that the Bible and church put women in such a horrifying position. And we can all laugh and we can all act like it's a joke, but at the end of the day, I just spent the last hour or so looking at videos of women who were and I want you guys to look at my videos that I post. I'm going to actually share some videos with you guys in my community posts. And I want you guys to look at some of these videos of these women that felt or that were oppressed. So, a lot of what the church has done is extremely oppressive to women. This is what is causing mental illness in women, the church itself. Um, there used to be a time when women couldn't even walk down the street without a man's permission. And if a woman said, I can't walk down the street, I want to walk down the street, and they said, no, you can't walk down the street if you're a woman. And then the woman started acting crazy, or what they deem as quote unquote crazy, because she wanted to be free. She wanted her freedom. I think that also universally men are extremely insecure. They don't want you to go to school. They don't want and you know what's so bizarre is that in this country, they used to, when I was in school, they used to encourage young people to go to college. They used to encourage people to do well. Um, but it seems like now that is not the case. Women are actually being encouraged in the opposite direction, which, in my opinion, is a mistake because that's not going to be the case for all women. Okay, so we have developed this cookie cutter fascist system that just wants to be fulfilled and fed. And this is the demon that was created by men in that church. And I'm going to keep talking about the church because I think it's necessary to talk about the church and to talk about, some of the things that, we found out about in the church. And as far as like with these women that were married to these, prominent men in the community that were in the church and how they were being abused, how they were being raped, or either just oppressed in general. First of all, everything that they say, they seem to not apply that to women. They'll say that an idle mind is the devil's workshop, but then when it comes to women, they don't see that. So what they'll do is they'll want to limit women, get in the kitchen and cook, clean up the house, and have babies. That has been what they have told women for years. And it's very bizarre because what makes it bizarre is that it has never been this way. It has never been the fairy tale that men have tried to sell to us. They've tried to sell the fairy tale. They've tried to tell us that we should be submissive and why we should be submissive. But then it seems like when you are submissive and when you are nice to them and when you are sweet to them, they take it for granted. They take advantage of you. The next thing you know, they're making you feel as though you're the ball and chain, and it's just a very you know what it did? The church destroyed love. The church destroyed love. The Bible destroyed love, period. I can feel it. This energy that women are getting from men, that's not love. The psychological abuse, the financial abuse. That's why men stalk us at work, is because they're financially abusing us. Whenever a man, and you know what, this is what irritates me about society, is that society knows that these men exist. They know how clever they are, they know how cunning they are. But yet, if a man shows up at a woman's job and does anything, they always seem to go against the woman. Everybody seems to become judgmental of this woman because of this man. And it is extremely unfair because the woman is an individual. She has her own identity. Why can't these men have a relationship with a woman without oppressing her? I believe that the reason why is because of abuse. I believe that the reason why a lot of these men don't want their women working, don't want them going to school, is so that they can abuse them. Again, they lied when they told you that the welfare system destroyed the family. That's a lie. Many of those men ate those food stamps. They stayed with those women. The government is not going by anybody's house and telling them that these men can't live there. There are a lot of men whose minds are so destroyed that they would rather be with a woman that is collecting government benefits and accepting a handout than to be with a woman that is a go-getter, that's about her money, that's out there doing things in business. They would rather do that because that puts that woman in such a demeaning and lower place. So basically 80 to 90% of the female population is considered to be low class. I don't care what race you are. Okay? So in my opinion, I believe that this comes directly from the church, preachers, priestesses, or priests. It comes straight from them. And I believe that it's all about power and control. Um, it's not normal. We are not living normal. It doesn't feel right. It does not feel right. What's going on in this world? It does not feel right to me. It's not resonating with me. It's something wrong. It's like it's backwards or upside down. They're going to turn this world, they're going to turn this beautiful earth into a desert. They're going to dry up all of the oceans. They're going to kill all of the trees because they are not communing with nature, oppressing women, making it harder for women to survive. That has nothing to do with nature. Women have always been able to survive. Females, okay? Females, even when we look at animals, these animals had to survive. Same thing with women. We're all spirits. Why do men insist on trying to repress the divine feminine spirit? I believe that it has a lot to do with the reptilians and the demons that wrote that Bible. That Bible was created by demons. It was not created by a human being. It was created to destroy us and to keep us in turmoil constantly. Every single time a man undermines a woman, he kills her a little at a time. And you know what? He also kills himself a little at a time. Because when you are telling one side, when you are telling the divine feminine to be weaker, then you are throwing things off balance. There are no women in this world that have ever raised their voice to a man and have ever said anything to a man that he did not deserve. Most women are reacting to the disrespect and the disregard of these men. And yes, they will financially abuse you. I'm sorry. It's not that I am not grateful for what somebody does for me, but when you put me in a position as a woman so that I cannot do those things for myself, so that you can handicap me in some kind of way, so that you can stop me from doing what God put me on this earth to do. It is torture and hell. You might as well just be fighting with a lion. That's what it feels like. It's something that you can't stop. That's why these women keep rising up against these men because and here's the thing, it's totally unnecessary. It is totally unnecessary for men to have an authoritarian nation. That is so unnecessary. If anything, men did this to keep other men in check. There was never any need for women to be treated that way. If anything, they have turned us into feral animals. Literally, if you treat somebody like an animal, you know what you're doing when you're oppressing the woman? You're treating her like an animal. She has a spirit. She wants to dance. She wants to sing. And you're telling her that she can't do those things. That is very painful when you tell somebody to not do what they are supposed to do. It's painful. That's why I know why it's a lot of y'all women out there, thinking about just leaving this earth. Y'all fantasize about getting on a spaceship and just leaving. But it's not earth. It's the people that are it's the people that are running earth. But it's not earth itself. It's not normal for you as a man to expect the woman to devolve. You don't want us to learn anything. You want us to be in the dark make any of that make sense. If you really loved us, you would want us to have the wisdom that we need to get through the wilderness, to walk through the valley of the shadow of death. I mean, in the Bible, they basically condemned the woman. They condemned us. Everything that applied to a man didn't apply to a woman. She was different, in my opinion, because that is all that we are seeing. They want to disconnect us from God and say we have to talk to the man first before we can get to God, which is a lie. So all of it has been a lie. And for me, I'm sorry. I'm not in the mood to make love and all of that stuff. I'm not in the mood for those things until these things change. And to be honest with you, I doubt it very seriously that it's going to change in this lifetime. So for me, it's been very clear that if I can't have what I want in a man, then I am just going to love myself. This is what a lot of women have done because this fake love that we're being given is fake. Really love somebody, you would care about their feelings. If you really love somebody, respect and value their opinion. And you know what? It's so sad because I research stories of women. If you go and look, just go and Google battered woman or woman beat up. I mean, women just getting beat up black and blue and purple and laying in pools of blood. This is unacceptable. Why isn't anybody saying anything about this? Why is it that as a community, we are doing nothing? We just sit back and you know what? I've seen so many women with cries for help. I have seen so many women. I have been that woman. I have been that woman. And literally, guys, because a lot of y'all saying to yourself, you guys will say to yourself, you say, well, I see why that man beat you up. Because look at how you run your mouth too much. That's the same thing he used to say. What these are, listen, is, oh, but anyway, I've been that woman that has been crying for help. Please help me. Turn their backs. That's why it's really important for women like me. It's really important for women like me. I'm very, very, I feel like this. If the woman says, I want to stay, I love him, I want to make it work, I'm not going to let this, you know what I'm saying? I talk to women all the time that get breakup work and stuff and all kind of stuff. Listen, that's fine. I can be there and available for women that are on that side, the ones that are going to fight and die for love. I will do that for you. But I am also on the side of the woman that needs her freedom and liberation. I mean, literally, I moved away so that I could get away and think and clear my head. They don't want you to clear your head. So many of you women don't realize how good you have it. If you are not under that oppressive spirit, because no, I don't believe that every woman deals with that oppressive spirit. I don't. I think that they pick and they choose us. Because you see a lot of whatever they want to do, they got their chance. Then some of us like, no, we want that one. So that one is ours. So we got to make sure that we want to keep her in a certain place. We want to make sure that we can keep her limited in what it is that she can accomplish. And I'm sorry, as a woman, I can even conform to that. If as a woman, I could possibly conform to that, but you have to tell me why. If you're telling me that, because there's been many men that have left their families starving, they did not care. And when the woman tried to pick herself up, start her business, look at what they did. Look at what they've been doing to me. And I'm going to keep fighting. I'm going to keep fighting to the death because that's all. Because, guys, if I can't be who I want to be and do what I want to do, I might as well not even be here. That, there have been times where women have asked their abusive partners, why won't you just kill me? Because you might as well do it if you keep denying me my spirit. Then another thing that we're noticing is that they're going and they're putting our spirits into other people. So other people are taking our spirit and our power, and it's unfair. Prolific buyers ask, so what's an ideal relationship between a man and a woman? A relationship that is built on trust, that has mutual respect, trust and mutual respect, and attraction. To me, those are the three main things. That's the three of pentacles: trust, respect, and attraction. Not, pain and suffering and punishment. And I think that also, I'm going to be honest with you. I believe that the Bible was written by aliens. I believe that the reason why they did that is because they are asexual. They do not experience sexual pleasure the way that we do. And I believe that it has a lot to do with jealousy. Jealousy is not even something that is a human, necessarily a human thing, not this level of jealousy, not the jealousy of, oh, you had babies, I'm going to be jealous of that. Oh, you have this, I'm going to be jealous of that. Like people are diabolically, systematically, like it's not even a normal type of jealous energy. It's more of an alien type of energy because when you think about it, jealousy was created again. All of these things were created, and yes, we do accept them. But the only reason why we accept them is because we think that it's inevitable. Because we don't really know how to teach ourselves how to think differently and how to act differently. So yeah, trust. And here's the thing. There's certain things that are sacred. What I've noticed is that how you can tell that a man that's involved in the church, somehow, for some reason, he has to go all around the world, talk about what you did, talk about the mistakes that you made, but he won't come to you. So, to me, in my opinion, if you are a man, an ideal situation would be for you to come to me and talk to me about these things. So if people would start to be adults about the situation, what are you explaining to these people for? So it's almost like they've raised these men to be little children, to gossip. Anytime you got folks is very alive and well in your churches, and none of you are happy. Even the ones that have an ideal life, you got all these people that have this ideal life. Oh, we've got houses, we've got cars, but then on the inside you're not happy, you're unfulfilled. This man is shut off from you. He can't love you because he thinks so lowly of you. Opinion of women tell by the way that y'all talk about us. In the meantime, not giving that to us. One side, I came here to trade it. I get very, very frustrated. I get frustrated with feeling like people are judging me because I don't want to be abused. That's how I've been. Abuse after abuse, verbal abuse, physical abuse, mental abuse. This is what's happening to women out here. And because it's not fun. Y'all, like, if y'all don't see that this is some kind of a hostile alien takeover, then I don't know what to tell you. This is exactly what this is. This is not like when y'all go and y'all see these people. You know why they hate Jamila? Because Jamila acts human. When you go and look at other people on here, how can you even recognize that as being human behavior? The same people that are attacking me are attacking you, sis. You think that by rocking with them, this is going to make things better for you? It's not. The mother goddess, I'm going to tell y'all something about the goddess. All of the goddesses, they didn't have sisters, they didn't have friends. All they had was themselves. So that's what the goddesses want you to know. Many of you feel so alone in this situation, especially if you somebody like me, somebody that's like, wait a minute, this is not fair. You know what men have gotten used to saying to us when women have said this is not fair? That life is not fair. But why can't life be fair? Life is what we make it. They're purposely making it unfair for us. And it makes me want to write to the president. It makes me want to address the White House. Why do we have all these laws set up that are doing women no good? Why have I been discriminated against for the past 5 years on YouTube? Why have I been stalked, harassed, belittled, based upon my marital status and my familial status and my race? Why is that? None of these laws that they have put into place have actually helped women. And if it does help us, we got to have a lot of money. Well, not a lot of money, but we have to spend our money trying to pursue legal action against something that should be automatic. I shouldn't have to sue you for you to not disrespect me. I am deserving of my dignity. So to me, I'm sorry, but Sundays are always very bittersweet for me, especially today, because Sunday everybody is in church. I don't sense near about as many of the psychic attacks, really psychically attacked. But I think that what's up, Orion's daughter? How you doing? I think that the problem is that men are gonna have to start looking at women as freaking human beings. They don't look at us as human. Do human complain about no man talking crazy about her if you attacking another woman in social media and dehumanizing her and talking about her body and body shaming her? You are a disgrace and you are not with my club. I'm sorry, you cannot be my sister. I can't do it. I cannot do it. I cannot sit. There would be no way in God's green earth that I would. These women do like abuse. They do. You see it all the time. The reason why these women want to come online and watch other people get abused is probably because they're being abused too. And it doesn't make any sense. So men are supposed to be protectors. If you're married to them, they're supposed to be providers. You are not our drill sergeant or prison like to have to stop you harassing these women on their jobs. Stop it. All right, y'all, I'm back. They were trying to kill my stream. They don't want women like me talking like they keep saying reconnecting. Yeah. All right, guys, I'm gonna wrap this up or whatever because obviously, the powers that be, the man, the man in charge, that controls electronics, doesn't want me to talk about this. But what I will tell you is that this is where I'm at with this. Can y'all let me know that y'all hear me? This is where I'm at with this. Men have oppressed me so much. They have tried to ruin my reputation. They have tried to ruin my children. They have tried to ruin my life. They have tried to ruin my health. To be honest with you, where I'm at right now, I'm on some separatism stuff. And I think that us women eventually, because things are already that bad, I want to be separated from all men. That's how I feel. Is it going to happen? Probably not. There's always going to be some kind of undertaker of a man trying to control me. And it freaking sucks because I'm not the one that's out of control. It's these men that are out of control, snatching up kids off of the streets, raping people, beating people, violating people, destroying people's minds. So for me personally, I believe that women should push for a separatism, a separatist society to where we are separated from men. Okay, give the women the South and give the men the North. Let them stay in the North and let the women stay in the South. That's what I think. That's not to say that there's not going to be women that might be abusive. We don't know that, but the point is that we know that at least it's not a 300-pound boxer that's beating the crap out of us and scaring the crap out of the children. This is not right. And you know what? I'm not happy with what has been. The way that society hates women. Women hate women and men hate women. This is starting to get really sad. So for me, I would like to go where there's less men as possible. Because you know why? Because I know that more than likely we're not going to be dealing with that patriarchy. Now I understand there's been a lot of women that have been corrupted, but I believe this should be done. If you a woman that chooses to stay with a man, then stay over there with the men. That's really what I believe, guys, and I'm serious about that. And I'm looking, I swear to Goddess, I am looking for an island or either some kind of location where there's not a lot of man. I want to go to no man's land because every piece of land that these confused church clergy members have touched, they have desecrated it. They have desecrated the land with this crap. You know what I want? I want peace. That's all I want. I want world peace and I want peace and quiet and tranquility where I can sit here and meditate and do what I have to do. I don't want to continue to go through this struggle of this arguing back and forth, trying to debate about whether or not a woman is worthy of something based upon the opinion of a man. A woman should never be judged by a man. Never. Because you know why? Because men are going to judge us more harshly. It makes me extremely sad. You know what? A thing, I don't think you're going to get away with it. I really don't. I think that you guys know you're very despicable. Don't respect the woman, period. They just don't. I was looking at another tarot card reader. She has some crazy man contacting her, cussing her out, calling her out of her name. What in the world is wrong with these men today? What is wrong with them? Why are they just attacking women? Because the people that wrote the Bible that told you to kill women, rape them, dash their children with rocks, okay? The people that wrote that in an instruction booklet hated women. They also told you to not listen to people like me, psychics and fortune tellers. They told you not to listen to us because we were trying to tell people that this is obviously going to end up in disaster. Now, I'm going to tell y'all something. The energy that I feel at this moment is that something bad is about to happen. I can always tell on the internet. Why is that? I'm going to tell you why. Because these demons distract light workers like myself. It's what they do. They distract us from what we're supposed to be doing. They're distracting all of you, coming down on a woman, cussing out a woman, while they are out literally like, guys, I'm not even going to lie to you. You don't even want to know what I saw, what's going on right now as we speak. Children being kept in a basement to be used for whatever. Most of them have blonde hair and blue eyes. Most of the children that die and that are sacrificed are little white children, blonde hair, blue eyed. Most of them are. For some reason, that is their preferred, which is why when we look at certain figures, when it comes to blonde hair and blue eyes. That's mostly their MO. There is a lot of missing children. Some of them, they like mixed children, and they like really, really, really melanated black children. I am highly melanated. You don't have to be dark skinned to be highly melanated. I have yellow and red undertones. Trust me, I'm very melanated. Their preference is to it is these certain people, and they've got them in basements. They're keeping them chained up. This is something that R. Kelly was trying to tell people. R. Kelly is one of the people that was on the inside of that. He actually told that during his Gayle King interview. He said they got children in a basement and they chained, and I believe it. I believe that that's what's happening. While we're all distracted, ha ha and he hen, accepting rape culture, accepting this, there are people out there that are literally trapped. I can see them. And you know what? That's why they don't like me, because I can see them and I can also see their location. I'm not going to say where they're at though, but I've pretty much given you guys all the hints. They all over, but please believe over there in Chicago, it's bad. They got all kind of stuff underground going on there. It is disgusting over there in the Midwest. Disgusting. And this is all demons. A human being would not lock another human being up so that they can either be used for sex work or either a snuff film. That is not what a human being will do. So until we join hands and actually pray, y'all don't want this thing to go away. Until we join hands and pray, it's never going to change. Until we join hands and call to the goddess, this stuff is still going to go on, and it makes me sick every day. I am sickened by what I hear about in the news. I am sickened by what I see every single day. I don't like it. I am an empath and an incarnated angel. I don't like human suffering. And we see it every single day. We're suffering because of the church. They have many people blinded and blindfolded. They can't discern. They're trying to discern, but they can't, because all of the leaders and all of the forefathers were murdering maniacs. They were murderous maniacs. And I'm going to be honest with you. I would love for everything to be perfect. I really, really would. But this has to be discussed. And it has to be talked about. Stop avoiding it. Start talking about it. The light on earth is dimmed. Many people's light is dimmed for some reason. This is a very, very, very scary situation that's happening. And I got to let you guys know, we got to do something about it. There's no woman, as a woman, I would have never had to have called any man out of his name or even got upset with them if they would have just stopped trying to oppress me. You can do whatever you want. You can date little green men if you want. I don't care. But stop trying to oppress the goddess. Stop trying to oppress her power. Stop lying on her. That's all I know. I don't hate men. I hate what you guys do. I would love to live in a world where men and women could get along. And it wasn't this war on women. And we didn't have, the church being I believe that the church is responsible for the child sex trafficking. I believe they doing it all. They got their hand in all of the devil's workshop, they claim. Because they all worship the devil. And I'm not scared. I'm ready. That's what you can consider me to be, is ready. I'm not afraid at all. I am just ready. I am ready for change. If I got to go out like a martyr, if I have to be killed for this, then you know what? So be it. So be it. You know what? I think that some of the greatest people, including Martin Luther King, they were not even taken seriously until they were dead. So you know what? I don't care about my life. What I care about is my children and the children of this world that are suffering, that have to grow up with this same cycle of a horrible life. That's a horrible life to bring somebody into. Ready to I'm ready to give my body for science. I really am, because I think that it's meant for me to fight and probably even die for the freedom of women. Because this includes myself. This includes my daughters. This includes my sons. I don't want my sons to grow up and be and live in an environment with these types of men that we have. I don't want them to be that way. I want them to be happy. Most of you men are so frustrated. You're not happy. You all have fake laughs. You all have fake smiles. You're not happy. There's no way that you can be happy in this situation. There's no way. The woman won't let you be happy. The goddess will not let you be happy. Just stop trying to oppress women. Please stop thinking that you have the right to do that. It is something that is literally, I swear to you, I see explosions. I see Armageddon. Y'all think I'm joking. The goddess is not playing. She is the one that has controls over those nuclear weapons. The goddess is the one that has control. She is not playing with people these days. Because this has got to stop. This is just one big nightmare. And you know what? If you're a woman that is not currently being oppressed by men, then you know what? Maybe that's not your journey. Maybe you were meant to do something else. But for me, I was meant to lead the women being oppressed by men, the women that were thrown out, the women that were forgotten about, the women that were thrown about, strewn about, and done wrong. So that's why I'm so passionate about this. And I would never, ever, ever want to have anything to do with a woman that is trying to oppress another woman. It will never happen for me. So if you are a woman that knows what I'm talking about, then you are my sister. These other ones, they're clones, they're fakes, they're frauds. I don't want nothing to do with them. Everybody in my past that was an oppressive person, I left them behind. Everybody. My mama was oppressive. My father was oppressive. All of my friends, oppressive. The whole entire environment over there where I grew up was nothing but oppressive. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Where is that coming from? I don't even see where it's coming from. It must be downstairs. Good Lord, it's loud enough to wake the dead. Can y'all believe that all that noise is coming from downstairs and ain't even on the same level that I'm at? So anyway, I'm just not for it, and I'm just not having it. A woman should be able to have whatever the hell she wants in life. If she's able to go out there and get it, she should have it. No man should be denying a woman of anything. And then, especially when you're messing with us on our jobs, let me say this before I go. The church and the Bible is the reason why I have oppressive men harassing and stalking me. The reason why is because I have the power to make a difference. What are us women trying to do? No, he's up here. What are us women trying to do? We're trying to feed our children and live. We're not trying to hurt anybody. So if you are a woman that is doing that and you have love in your heart and you live in your life, you are under my full protection. For real, because no, we are not having this anymore. This is ridiculous. Men need to show respect too. And stop being demeaning to women. Stop going live while us women are running our businesses, telling everybody that we're broke. Stop speaking curses over us. Because that curse that you speak over us, we can just send it back to you. So, that's the bottom line. I feel like I'm having deja vu, which is probably a good thing. But I gotta go. I hope you guys have a good day. I am available. I do have one person scheduled. Actually, I have two people scheduled today, but I do have room on my schedule for a little bit later. So if you guys want readings, please do not sit up here and allow these oppressive men to turn you away from my business. I need my business. I need my clients. I don't have to share the same opinion of you as a woman. If you feel that a man is all you owe, he's all I want, okay, fine. I'm not judging you, but for me, my priority is not a man. My priority is my mission on this earth right now. That involves, my divine mission and then also my earthly mission. So right now, having a man is not always important all the time. There's other important things. So, when I could see that you guys were kind of like, I noticed that whenever these men start to act up, I start to get judged, but I am a woman on my own. To sit up here and be judged because of a man, that's extremely unfair. So, I really honestly, guys, I'm trying to turn over a whole new leaf. I would love to not discuss any of that negative stuff because all I want to do is get pregnant and have another baby and live life and buy a house. I don't want to be at war with anybody. So, that, and like I said, guys, I need for people to see what I'm talking about. I need for you guys to understand. I can't sit up here and have people that are sitting up here judging me and stuff based upon, something is it, it doesn't feel good. That judgment doesn't feel good, especially when I'm being judged for something that I didn't even do. So anyway, guys, you guys know where I'm at, and I will see you guys later. Okay, have a happy Sunday. I am doing the work. I told you guys that we will be going into the crescent moon with this destroying this narcissist demon. It does need to be destroyed. It's gotten too big. We don't need to destroy the narcissist demon completely, that energy, but we need to really, really cut it down and make it a smaller scale, because it is unacceptable for any woman. I would never ever allow that to happen. And you know what? If you women, let me tell y'all something. I always have extra. Okay. Sometimes I go through my hard times, but I always have extra. Y'all can always call me. There should never, that is a failure. That means that this world has failed when you have women and children starving. That's a failure. That's a disgrace for any reason. There's no reason for that. So, I don't believe in that. I am 100% again on the side of the woman, because I'm a woman and I know what you guys go through to feel that pain of somebody telling you that you can't walk down the damn street. Horrible. You can never justify to me these starving women and children. You can't. I'll see you guys later. Thank you for coming. Love and light.